Hello and welcome to France 24's weekly music show. I'm Marjorie Hash and I'm delighted to welcome on Arts 24 two members of a young French band whose sound can be described as disco punk. Oh yes, you best believe it. Known for their high-energy performances and colourful glittery outfits that often end up either in the crowd or on the stage floor by the end of a show, they formed in a Parisian squat a few years ago and have just released their second studio album, Love City. Their name is Lulu Van Trapp. Maxime and Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us.
Hello.
Hey,
Thank
you for having us.
It's an absolute pleasure. Now I have to start off by asking about your name, which sounds like a mixture of, a 60s gangster or cool girl with the sound of music. Where does it come from?
Well, that's pretty well put up.
Oh.
But actually, when we first started playing together with Max, we didn't have like a label or a booker or a manager or anything, and we were like super independent. And so to have like other professionals like take us seriously and be able to like have good deals and stuff, we made up this imaginary manager.
Okay.
And her name was Lulu Van Trapp, and she was like fierce.
Uh-huh.
She would take no bullshit. Like she was really hard in business. And so when we started playing just the two of us together, we summoned her back.
Uh-huh.
To give us like the same kind of strength and energy.
Have you ever felt like bringing her back? She still write emails for you sometimes.
Yes. We had like a fake email address. We had like fake photos.
Fake Facebook account.
Yes,
Amazing.
everything.
I like the full-on
Yes.
imagery of this person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've often been compared to a French band, Verita Mitsuko, which is a very cool compliment. But I want to know, who are the bands that have inspired you, musically speaking, and made you want to get up on stage?
Not so French band,
no.
actually.
Yeah.
Very little French bands.
More English and American band, actually.
When we first started playing music with Max, we were like really into like the Californian garage scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can hear it like in the very first sounds we used to play, and we were really big fans of a band called Shannon and the Clams.
Mm-hmm.
And we felt quite close to them, like in the way they were a duo, and they were like expressing like really deep and dark feelings, but through like a music that could be like sometimes really sweet.
Your new album now is kind of an ode to urbanism and Paris in particular. What is it about the French capital that inspired you?
Actually, we just like grew up in that city, so it's like a normal thing for us to, to sing about it like once in our life. So
like if you want to be truly honest and talk about yourself like in the purest, more honest way, somehow you have to talk about where you come from. And where we come from is Paris, and the relation we have to Paris and how we view it is actually how we view ourselves and how we live with our body and history and politics and everything. And so actually it made a lot of sense to be coming back to this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dystopian imagery and stories of people with opposite or conflicting desires or ideas in this video. Let's check out actually the music video for L'amour et la bagarre, which means love and fight.
Quand on s'est croisés dans l'escalier comme des étrangers, je ne sais pas s'il faut t'embrasser, s'il faut baiser ou s'ennuyer. Dans la nuit noire, je ne te vois que faire l'amour et la bagarre. La nuit qui noire, mon désespoir de ne pas être dans ton histoire.
Oh, Fight Club vibes there on stage. L'amour et la bagarre, Lulu Van Trapp, taken from their new album, Love City. Now, have you ever ended up having such a fight in real life? What inspired the video?
Well, actually,
this is the mystery.
It's just gonna stay a mystery. No, but really, like, the video, it's it's like sometimes you love someone so much. Like we're such good friends. You're like, oh, I love you, my friend. I love you so much that I hate you.
Yeah.
And so sometimes there's a bit of this energy in
Yeah.
between us. Like
Yeah.
we've known each other for like 15 years. We're like an old people couple,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like we're always picking at one another and everything. So the energy definitely exists,
Yeah.
but we just like made it big, you know, because it's pop.
Some people failed to see this sort of humor and tongue-in-cheek in the video, and they got up in arms on the internet about the video. How did you react to that? How did that make you feel? Because you're a very feminist band in your stances.
Yes.
So.
Well, for a second, it made me feel really bad. Like I felt that I had like betrayed my own race when I saw all these women, like, and not only women actually, like just all these people like going up against us, like in a very, very like harsh way. And then I was like, but like once again, I am a victim of people not like of being a woman, and as a woman I have to justify myself for any work of art I'm gonna make. Like I can't make things just because I want to make them. I feel that a lot of people who just criticized bluntly the video just didn't really see it.
I didn't watch
because
it.
if you see it, you see a very empowered, very impenitent, is that a word?
Unrepentant.
Unrepentant, sorry.
That's okay.
Unrepentant woman. It, like, worst case, she's like a psychopath.
Yeah.
But best case, she is like definitely a feminist warrior.
Yeah, I like the worst case, she's a psychopath. So it was like more fun. You did some rogue concerts across Europe. You like went to Brussels, London, Paris, of course, Rome, and you just Madrid, and you would do spontaneous gigs, unexpected, unplanned. We've got a few images that are running that the people can watch at home. But tell us a little bit about what that felt. What were your favourite cities to go and play in like that?
For me, it was London a bit because we got like a story there. Like
we
in
had
the
a crowd.
past, we played a few times there before. Like so, for us, it's like
London
Yeah.
London was really, really cool because it's weird because like we're French, but like all our music comes from like, I don't know, like maybe 70% of it comes from Britain. People were so like into what we did, and we were only supposed to play like one pirate show in the street,
Yeah.
like we did in every other city, and we ended up playing 4 shows in 2 days.
Yeah.
And like great venues, like great, like
The street.
legendary venues like the Dublin Castle, which was like the venue where Amy Winehouse used to play, and like we got then invited to a house party, and then and just people were so like they understood what we did so well. But every city was like a dream.
yeah.
Well, over to another band who will be touring Europe and France to promote their new album, Forgiveness Is Yours, which is out this week. London's post-punkers, Fat White Family, are back with frontman Lias Saudi saying it's about being cool with the fact that life does not get easier. In fact, it may even get harder. Even though our bodies decay, we make peace with it. Fat White Family retain their hypnotic and psychedelic sound. Here's the track Bullet for Dignity. Fat White Family there, who our guests today, Lulu Van Trapp, have had the pleasure of playing with at music festivals. Actually, you guys are going to be touring shortly. You're going to be doing We Love Green amongst the festivals this summer, but you also got a date before that at La Machine du Moulin Rouge in Paris on the 23rd of May.
Yes.
What are your shows going to be like this time?
Well, we can't tell, but it's gonna be like full of surprises.
Ah.
And but we like to keep like a big piece of spontaneity in our shows. Like it's like part of the performance. We just put up like this whole theater. That's what it's about. Like a show should never be like a museum, where you repeat and repeat and everything is just like,
The same thing.
engraved in like stone. It's about communication. A show is like a pure experience of communication with public. So we keep it open, and we'll see what happens.
Very excited, something to look forward to. Now, over to another artist who likes to change her imagery from one album to the next. Annie Clark, aka St. Vincent, is back with her 7th studio album, All Born Screaming, which features a number of guests, including Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters, Kate Le Bon, to name but a few. The industrial pop-tinted rock album also pays tribute to avant-gardist pop producer Sophie, who passed away a few years ago. Here's the video for her track, Broken Man.
Like you've never seen a broken man. Like you've never seen a broken man. Held you think I am. Like you've never seen a broken man. Held you think I am. Like you've never seen a broken man.
On fire, or fire as the youth would say about this new St. Vincent track. Thank you so much, Lulu Van Trapp, for coming
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Thank you.
Hope you'll be setting fire to the stages as you take tours this summer. And obviously, check out their fantastic new record, Love a City. If you love Paris, but any city, and Lulu Van Trapp, of course. Now, we're going to play out with an artist who is in a league of her own in terms of superstardom. If you're a Swiftie, that's a fan of Taylor Swift, you will no doubt be delighted with her latest double album, The Tortured Poet Department, which pushes back against public scrutiny and even fan expectation, whilst being riddled with breakup songs that will attract those who are interested in her love life. Basically, it's pure Taylor and leaves little room, musically speaking, to guest appearances such as Post Malone. Here's the video for Fortnight. Now, you may recognise some familiar faces and a nod to the film The Dead Poets Society.